half the people like you or half the people don't. Sort of like being a black coach in the NFL, right? So Blavity has a great story. A lawsuit brought by an NFL coach accusing the league of discriminating against black coaches can proceed after a federal appeals court cleared the way for the case to continue. The court ruled against what has been deemed as an unfair NFL arbitration process, leaving the league open to accusations that it has acted unfairly toward black coaches. Shocking. The NFL? Nah. Now the owners have, because the owners have are there any black-owned football teams?
There are not.
All right, I didn't think so. Last Thursday, the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Manhattan upheld an earlier ruling by Judge Valerie Caproni that allows a lawsuit by Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores to proceed. Flores has sued the NFL and three of its teams, Denver Broncos, Houston Texans, and New York Giants, for racial discrimination. In her 2023 ruling, Judge Caproni acknowledged racial disparities in the NFL. Racial? There are no racial disparities because there's no race. There's nobody in the coaching ranks. So what they do is they just say, hey, you got to interview like 20% of black coaches. So you interview all of the black coaches for one position, and then you pick the white guy that you want. Now, me understanding entrepreneurship, hey, if that's what you want, that's what you want. Me personally, black people should get together, create a team, but the same group of white owners won't let you in. So you either start another league or you just don't do it. Judge Caproni noted, although the clear majority of professional football players are black, only a tiny percentage of coaches are black. The NFL attempted to require that the dispute with Flores being settled through arbitration, another white guy or white girl coming in there doing it, with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, the main culprit, serving as the arbiter. Wait a minute. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is hired by the owners. Wow. The appeals court ruled that the process proposed by the NFL with Goodell in charge did not meet proper standards of fairness and independence. That's shocking, too. Flores filed his lawsuit in 2022 after being fired from his coaching job at Miami Dolphins, despite the team having a winning season. Flores interviewed for head coaching position, but alleged that the teams conducted these interviews with no intention of actually considering him for the jobs. He revealed that a text exchange with then New England coach Bill Belichick accidentally revealed that the New York Giants had already decided on another coach before Flores' scheduled interview with this team, and this appeared to violate the Rooney Rule, an NFL rule that requires teams to interview at least two outside minority candidates for open head coach, general manager, and coordinator positions. Two other black coaches, Steve Wilkes and Ray Horton, later joined the lawsuit. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017. Is he doing the right thing? Is he making it harder for black players? Is he making it harder for people like Shadur to play his game while always being coached by somebody that never looks like him? And does that even matter? Does it matter having a black coach, or does it matter having a black coach in a position of leadership when, not just statistically, but in all actuality, has shown that less than 20% of new coaches hired into the league have been black? Over 40 head coaches, percent of them have been fired after only one season, but white coaches with worse records are kept on. And let's be straight. That place called Green Bay did it to Ray Rhodes. Came in, had a decent season, got bounced. One season, maybe two, gone. Person came in behind him, had the exact same season, maybe one extra win. They kept him. Next season, worse than Ray Rhodes. Kept him. We have a record 15 black quarterbacks starting at the beginning of the 2024-2025 season, yet black players have come under scrutiny and retaliation for protesting racism. Now, Colin Kaepernick, they talk about him, but he was just stupid. You're in America. There are multiple things you can protest. Does he have a right to protest? Yes, he does. But there are multiple things to protest. You don't go to an NFL game shown around a bazillion countries around the world and diss your own country. If you do that, if you had done that in the Olympics, you'd have got bounced and they wouldn't have thought about you twice. You still got to play the game. And he didn't play the game. And you're black. So you know you're going to be held to a higher standard, even if the standard is unreachable. No, you have to be perfect. You have to put your hand over your heart. You have to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag. You got to sing America the Beautiful. You got to sing all that stuff. Recognizing that the reason that you do protest is because you live in America. And the reason that you're able to protest is because you live in America. You just got to pick when, not, I know what I'll do. I'll wait till it's national TV, and then I'll kneel. You'd have done better just not putting your hand over your heart, not singing, and be done. Like other players do. Other white, Hispanic, Asian players, they just stand there. But you kneeled. And then you complained when they burned you for it. Like, what did you expect? So now we have this lawsuit. Flores expressed concern that his decision to take legal action against the NFL may hurt his career. Yeah, but you're going to probably get paid more than you would have as a coach. Because you know they're going to pay him off, right?
As long as he's doing what he's doing in Minnesota, I think he'll have a job for life. He's a great defensive coordinator.
Oh, God, yeah. But here's the kicker. Why can't he be a head coach? Didn't the guy that took the Packers to the Super Bowl with the mustache and then went to Seattle, Mike Holmgren? Mike Holmgren. Didn't he, like, he was a defensive coordinator. He was a defensive guy. Like, we have a lot of coaches who are defensive guys. Do what you do. Do what you do. I know you got to take care of everything, but if that's your jam, do that. And then let the offensive coordinator do their job. But it's just weird. It's just weird. He was an offensive coordinator? Okay. So who am I thinking about that was a coach but a defensive coordinator? Anyway. Well, clearly they got one in Minnesota because Minnesota's looking pretty good. Packers going to have a problem this year. With Detroit, Minnesota, and Chicago might be coming up because we beat them. So, okay, I'm done.